Hello, welcome. This is Safe Space, the girl child. The girl child, most neglected but most important aspect of any country's growth. And today on Safe Space, we're going to discuss issues that are surrounding the girl child. And we are blessed and lucky to have our very own here who is passionate about girls, young girls, and their education. And she's already running a foundation that's here to solve most of these solutions, which I think is such a graceful and respectable thing. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. How are you?
Welcome to Safe Space.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting to be here with us.
Thank you
And
for
I'm
inviting
so
me.
happy you're here, actually. Hi, Shina.
Hi, Rose.
We shall be on a panel together, and today Sarah is educating us.
Firing you.
Questions. We're just here to learn. Don't contribute a little bit because when it comes to issues of young girls, they affect everyone. We've all been young. And if they're predisposed to a particular situation, we've all been predisposed to it.
Yes.
Probably we survived, probably we had better chances, but most don't.
Advice.
So tell me about yourself.
Okay. Hi, viewers. My name is Sarah Nabukenya. I'm an advocate. And I run this organization called Girl Rescue Foundation. Okay, this organization, we basically started it in 2017. And my motivation was on my graduation. I graduated in 2017 in February. And my motivation was, during my graduation, we were supposed to be many girls, kuchalo. Because as you grow up, natete. So you're supposed to have, there is that peer where you're all 1, 2, 3,
You know
4.
yourselves.
So you know yourselves.
Sister families
Now,
and stuff.
at graduation, okay, I did law, so I did 4 years.
Yeah.
But even still, the year before, they were supposed to be our peers graduating. And surprisingly, in that year 2016, about 3 girls graduated, but were over 18.
What?
And in
From
my
your
year,
village?
yes, in my year 2017, I was only 1. It means around 15 girls had not reached up to graduation.
Yeah.
They had dropped off.
I have a
Yes.
question. Had they made it to campus?
No, they don't even make it to campus.
High school?
Some of them didn't even make it to P7, some didn't make it to senior 4, some didn't make it to senior 6.
Okay.
What is actually intriguing me is Natete is a city suburb, right?
It's a slum.
It's a slum,
slum,
but it's
yes.
bordering the city.
Yes.
So in my brain, I always had this thing that if someone is around and they have all this information predisposed to them, they're supposed to make it all the way. What
Surprising.
happened?
The information is not even there by that time.
What happened?
It's not. What happened is that my home area is a ghetto area, and you know ghetto areas, parents are poor.
Yeah.
The neighborhood is full of prostitutes, women selling kasoli on the roadside. So really, a girl child pushing herself up to campus is not really something easy.
Yeah.
She's supposed to have people in their lives talking through
And
their
you engage us
lives.
both.
Exactly. So you're supposed to get people talking, because parents, like this generation, even mothers are busy working.
Yeah.
So they really do not have time for their children.
But what kind of job, if you're telling me it's a slum kind of setting, what kind of job can occupy the mother so much that they ignore their child?
Mothers wake up at 5 to go to Owino to Kusubula. So if you leave
They're
your
busy
child,
looking for
they're looking for
something.
money, because this is generation. We cannot beat around the bush that men are going to do everything. No.
It's
There's
done.
no more money for that a woman should stay at home and wait for the man to go out. No, the money isn't there. And I don't blame the men. It is just the generations change. So women are supposed to work. Now imagine a mom leaves home at 4 to go to the market to look for the maize. The maize she's going to culture on the kubo.
In the evening.
In the evening. So if she leaves home at 4, she comes back at 11 in the morning.
At Avaksubula.
Yeah, Avaksubula.
Okay.
Then she goes back at 5. She comes back at 11 in the night. Now, those times are the times when the girls are really in danger, because you've left a child at 4 a.m. You don't know if she has had breakfast. You don't know if she has gone to school.
Probably they are teenagers.
They are
want
teenagers.
some needs.
They
They
are-
are
they
being
want-
lied to.
Exactly. Then now from 5 till 11, it's night time. The mother is out there looking for money. And most of these mothers, they are single mothers, most of them.
Family.
Yes. So they don't have they don't have time to talk to their daughters about the world. They don't have time to really sit down and discuss issues with their daughters.
The actual core issues.
Yes.
I love the point where you said most of them are actually single mothers. I hope I get you back so you talk about that whole, because I feel like we're in a generation where single motherhood has become more common
Yes.
than I would rather like it to be. And I feel like people coming from mother-headed families or only patriarch families or matriarch families tend to also come and replicate the same in real life.
Yes.
And
And
their
that is
lives,
what we
yeah?
are trying to fight, that generational curse. I want to call
Not
it a
a curse.
curse, but it's that
is.
generation that if you find a family that the grandmother, for example, the great-grandmother gave birth at
single
14, that the grandmother will give birth at 14,
Granddaughter.
now the granddaughter will give birth at 14. Somehow
great-granddaughter.
it's
It just keeps on happening.
it's a generation of the same family. Now, where you find families where everyone has gone to school up to graduation and have jobs, it's somehow the whole family will follow.
Yeah.
So we want to break that generational. I won't call it curse, but
Yes,
it's a
it's a
generational something that even if you've dropped, like even if you got pregnant at 14,
Yeah.
that is not the end of the world.
Breakthrough.
So we rehabilitate those girls, we bring them into the organization. Some of them come to us, some of them come through the authorities, the LC1 chairpersons. Some of them, their moms come and they say, omwana wanga nini, omwana yagala abasajja,
Munyambeko.
munyambeko. Now such a person, when the girl comes in, tumwa obunanizibwa, we tell her, you're responsible for mobilizing people. Like we give them a post which is going to make her busy.
I don't want to stop back when they're actually here. Whose responsibility is it that these girls are where they are right now? Whose responsibility is it? Because we've expounded on the part of the mother has a responsibility to play.
Yes.
So who are the other persons playing a particular role in the girls not
Lives.
being who they actually are
Okay.
supposed to be?
Yeah, it is the authorities, the police, the courts of law, the local authorities, the L1 chairpersons, the Nabachala Bokchalo, even us. We are doing a great job.
Now, besides you guys doing a great job, who is playing the other bad role?
The
Do you
other
believe,
battle,
yeah, you're concentrating on the girls. How about the boys? Who is concentrating on them?
now that is the problem. This generation is concentrating on empowering the girls, leaving the boys.
And yet they are
So-
part of the temptation. You're
Exactly. So there is also a gap that the boys are really left behind. We are mobilizing the girls, telling them, if a man comes to you, don't do this. But we are not telling the men, don't do this to our girls.
Yeah. I have a question. Do you have an age group that you let into your organization?
Yes, most especially girls below 24, because we look at the girls. Okay, we look at generally by 24 you should be out of campus.
Yeah.
So we are looking at the risk and at most risk girls. The risk girls are the ones who are in school,
Yeah.
Teenagers.
but at most are the ones who are out of school. Ate abo bo basemberedde nnyo akavuyo cause tali mu ssomero.
Yeah.
They're not occupied.
Yes, but still, even the ones who are in school, after school, now the mom is out there doing kasod from 5 till 11. That period, we want to engage them so that she's busy with maybe trying to go to a police and finding out if there is any rape case, or going to the LC1 chairperson. We try to engage them because girls are falling victim because they are idle. She comes from school at 5, I'll call it till 11. But if she knows that,
Watch TV. I don't know.
like in
So
Nigeria,
hold
people
on.
even have
I have a
TVs.
question.
People
I'm
don't
not-
have.
There is something I'm not understanding. So if I'm the mother of this stubborn kid, do I still have responsibility over her, or bamubaletera ne mubasuulira?
Nedda tebabasuula, but she comes to you and she tells you, if you can occupy this girl, I think she's so idle.
But she still comes back home.
Tampuliriza, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
School is like a safer option for a girl child to be in for one
Yes.
reason. Even when someone is exploring a lot in school, there are limitations that have been created.
Now what will
and
the
then there are
teachers-
other models that they're also seeing.
much.
So if I am in senior 1 and I'm seeing someone in senior 6, the likely cases are I'll aim to get there than to stay around here and mess up with Julius, probably even get pregnant. So even when I'm experimenting here, I know it is wrong from the word go.
I
I'm
still have to
reminded
push
every day
forward.
it's wrong. There is that guilt they instill in you, and you feel
Yes.
like, okay. And if you have those schools that are serious about sex education and growth of their kids, it's even better because it helps them understand it's okay to have these feelings. They are not evil
Yeah.
like the parents tell you.
So do the parents have to pay some money?
No,
It's free of charge?
this is like rehabilitating the child. It's free of charge because we have some donors. Even the parents themselves are helping out, and they're offering free services, free counseling services. They come around and counsel other children. Imagine your own daughter, you can't counsel.
Yeah.
But you can counsel someone else's. Because it is not
that's
really
nice.
easy
Uganda,
talking
they
to your
saw
own daughter.
Mganga Teye
Oh yeah, that's true. Mganga
Yeah.
Teye Ganga.
So yeah,
It's
I
true.
understand
But it
that.
so happens because even when you look at our own mothers,
It's very hard
an
for them to
abstract
open
To talk
up.
about that
Sure.
sex education.
Yes.
You fear your
they
mom.
cannot.
You're like, how? And then now when you're grown up, they're telling you to get married. What did you tell me that time?
When
Omusajja bamukolayo bati,
your mom is
like,
supposed,
"Mama."
like, you can hear from other people's moms. I tell you, they can tell you.
And they can tell you. They
But
also
your
can
own
tell
mom
their own
cannot.
daughters.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, that's something I found that it's a bit risky. I feel moving forward, a new generation of mothers that is coming should take things in your own hands.
It's
Because
not really
even this
easy.
information that someone is getting from elsewhere is not that much reliable.
Yes, exactly.
When you say you're going to leave your children for the Sengas, when the Senga comes, they're not going to tell this child about their emotions.
And these modern
They want
singers,
to, they start teaching this child how to be a wife and a girlfriend, giving them information for them to go and rehearse, instead of giving them the actual thing of, oh, kuze.
But again, if you leave out that information, there is that age where the child will get to know by themselves.
Yeah.
Because it is the age between 16 to 24. That is the age.
They have to know.
Whether you want it or not, the girl will know.
And they want to know. It's not living out. I'm saying disseminating information when at a necessary age. For example, there is a program for our, let me say from P1 to like P3, where they teach you about bad touches. I don't know which schools you went to, but
Yeah.
really where I went to,
They
they tell you
did.
this is a bad touch, so that the child at that age they know how to protect their
Do
body.
not touch me here.
Don't touch me here. Mommy said that is a bad touch. So there is that information that just okuwa omwana ng'agenda akula ng'amanyi. So atuka like mu cause adolescence, it's for girls earlier than boys.
Like a 13.
Yes, 12.
9.
9?
For
At
you, Rose, now you are
9,
When you
I
were
was in
very
a girl's
early.
best
Nga for
school.
you are
No, first listen. It's not about the active of being sexually active. I am saying
Now your
at
hormones
9,
were very
girls
active.
start having boobs. They're different sort of girls, my dear. This may not be me. I'm even a late comer. I come late to the table 14. But there is a girl at 9 who will start her menstrual periods.
Yes, that's true.
There's a girl at 9 who will start having boobs. She'll start sweating unnecessarily. She'll start having hair where it's not supposed to be
Where is it
originally.
supposed to
No, for her at
For
that
her?
point, it's not supposed to. So all those aspects start happening to her at a very early age. So you should know your child that, shina wange, ayanguye, but you start handling her at where she is at that point. Because ye are two, say. So if probably Mary comes later, like there are even girls who delay and they also feel ashamed about
Yes.
it. So you handle them as they come. That's my point of view, of course.
That's true, but basically me, I think girls are so free. But when you engage girls, now for example, if you look at our success stories, those are the girls whom we really absorbed into the organization. We made them the financial controller. You know, we give them all titles: financial controller, financial manager, financial. Now,
encourage them.
when she feels
All becomes with
she's the financial
responsibility.
controller, there's no way a financial controller is going to go out there and get pregnant. Oh no.
No.
Okay.
There's no
And
way
get a broke man. A boda
there's no
boda
way the
guy.
secretary of Girl Rescue Foundation is going to be hard to be engaging around with these men. So those responsibilities that we put on them, like, is
Let them
really
push harder.
yeah,
Exactly.
and they make them busy.
Is there a question of drugs when it comes to the girls?
Basically, we've not come any question of drugs. For girls who are between 16 to 24,
Yeah.
I've not had any. But we've had a lot of pregnancies, early pregnancies, yes. But drugs, our organization has not received any complaint about,
How
even
about
from
your
parents.
point of view, looking around the environment where you
Looking
operate?
around where I am operating, no.
No.
It's the boys doing drugs.
It's the boys. So the girls have
drugs
their other
are really
side of mischief.
The girls
what's
have
their
the
mischief?
boys disturbing them.
No, it's like
And blaming men for
when
it.
the girl, when the man is high,
men.
it's when he'll come to rape and defile. So we are victims of drugs. We are not really engaging in the drugs, but the victims.
They are victims
Yes.
of the drugs.
Because most of these boys or men, they're either drunk
Or they are high on something.
or they're high on something. Like, it's not really easy to find a sober man who has raped a girl or who has defiled a girl. A sober man, no. It's always under the influence of drugs. So we are victims maybe of the drugs.
So is there any action being taken?
Yes, we are taking people to
Leave
court.
alone.
Yes, I am an advocate.
She says she's a lawyer, that's why.
I'm not
Actually, you
a
cut her
lawyer.
short.
I think
She
even
doesn't
I
study
an
law.
advocate.
You cut her short.
I am an advocate of High Court and all court subordinates in the world.
She's a lawyer. She did
I'm a
law.
lawyer.
First educate
So
me
we
the
take them to
scenario.
You
police.
cut her short because you asked her what really motivated her to open up that. And she was giving us a story of she came from Natete and all that.
Yes.
Yes. You
So-
didn't finish.
Yeah, all that what motivated me is that I have the capacity to even engage in these activities. I have the capacity, I am an advocate, so I can go to police. I know what to do when a rape victim comes to me. So I know what to do up to the highest court of the world. I know what to do. So even people, the men out there hearing that this organization is run by an advocate, there's a way it scares them off. So these little things people can think it's little, but merely even this encourages the girls.
So that I'm curious about the part. How do they go about a rape case? In case someone gets raped, what do they do?
Someone,
If they can now access you, because
Access-
now you're limited.
No,
You're one.
no, it's a whole team.
No, imagine now I'm not now in the same world. Someone's just watching from the other side. If they get into a situation, they're raped. What do they do?
They
What's
come
the
to us,
first step to do?
and most of them come after even 2 years after.
No. I'm not saying coming now to the organization.
The
if
first
I am
step-
not around Natete, I am probably somewhere in Barra because very many people are watching.
Yes.
As you're an advocate, guide us through when rape happens.
When rape happens, when a rape case is reported to me, of course I first go to police. You open up a police file, then they have to arrest the person immediately. There's no questioning because you're a suspect.
Yeah,
Yes.
they arrest them on the grounds of suspect.
Yes.
So
It's
wait,
not-
now if I am this girl, probably I've been raped, I should first look for an advocate in the community. What if we don't have one?
No, there's LC1 chairperson.
Those
There's
ones are
the
corrupt like a
Nabachala.
problem.
It's some,
all of
of course,
them.
you can't
There
have
is
all
always
success
one or
stories.
two. There is always one or two.
You obviously you can't
Attacking
always
my
have success,
grandfather.
My mom.
and you can't have success stories all the
them.
time. But if a person comes to us directly, and some of these LC1 chairpersons, they come to us.
But what would be the right way in Uganda to go about this?
The
What
right
would be
way
the
in
right
Uganda.
channel?
You see, there's no right channel because a person is a suspect. And the problem we get is that with women who are single mothers, or they find a man and they begin living with a man and they get obutakanya. Agamba omusajja ono mukoze ntya kamusibeko mbuno akwata omwana wange. So even rape and defilement cases, most of them
Just accusations.
Accusations from people. Akwinako obujja, akwinako bichi. So proving them also is the reason why they take 7 years, 10 years.
before even passing judgment.
Yes, because these things are accusations. Personally, I know people whom you can go to ask questions, but the person ali mu court, ali mu prison ekitalya. Because of these little things that omusajja yankwanya nankozesa, now let me use my young daughter that I'm raping or I'm defiling. And once the young girl
And
comes
it's so easy for a parent to instill a lie to a young kid.
to the
They'll
girl,
say yes.
and even if it's not a
Touched
lie,
me here.
once the young girl goes to police with her mother and says Bankutte, the first thing they do is to arrest.
Yeah.
And they arraign you in court, you go, and they remind you till 27th of November 2022. Like you spend the whole year, even before you're heard, even before any evidence is
Wow.
is given.
stuck
You
up against
yes, 1 year is now. The next time the matter comes up, the judge is sick. Takes another 1 year. Meanwhile, this girl grows up and she's now 14, and she's like, "Hey, but mommy, first she comes to police now and says H2 from Sajate Yankwata."
So now the thing is that these cases of people lying are
They-
even
they are the
covering the actual case.
Yes, and the good thing with rape, for example, rape of a virgin, you can know. They do police examinations, and the virginity isn't there, or rape there is fighting, so you can see that the man tried to fight, then his penetrated this way, the other way,
yeah.
So rape, but now the problem is
So
that the
when it
person who
happens
raped,
firsthand, this girl should better go to a clinic.
but you know,
To
with
the
our ghetto
police first.
areas, the girl first keeps quiet for even 3 months, then she becomes pregnant. Then the mother says, now the pregnancy announces the rape. And now we have a very big challenge with rape, and the victim gets pregnant. Because now, the father, you're going to arrest the father. Who's going to take care of the child?
The kid.
And
So it
now
becomes a question of-
you're forcing the family to take care of your girl after putting their son in prison. Now this child who is born is also going to become home, like, because of our ghetto areas. The mom lives in a house of 50,000, so she cannot accommodate now the daughter. Now
With
go
that
back again to street. After anyway, this thing like
So
is
it's
part
a
of the
cycle.
streets. Yes.
I'm asking, if they trust this young girl with her kid, can you accommodate her with the kid? If she's
We've
below
not yet
24?
gotten to
that
that
extent.
capacity, but we have sister organizations like FIDA.
So you can send her
so we
there.
can refer them to FIDA, or we can refer them to Sanyu Baby's home,
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere else.
With her kid or
Yes.
the baby alone?
Even with that kid, you go then Sanyu Baby's home will find a way of taking this, like the mother, to another place, because it's a connection. We work together with a lot of
It's
organizations.
an umbrella.
It's an
you underwork
umbrella
an
thing.
umbrella. So now I want to concentrate on the Girl Rescue Foundation. How do you operate?
We operate in Kampala, areas of Kampala, on
Your jurisdiction,
Rubaga,
how large?
and areas of Kampala. Rubaga, Machinde, Kawempe, and
Different branches.
yes, not branches, but we can reach there. We have officials in those areas.
Okay, so the pioneers of the PRF, how far? Any success stories?
Yes, we have success stories. We have people at university and then government.
Wow.
Yes, and they're doing so well. That is so good. Like, it's really encouraging. Yeah.
Sorry, I know I missed out to do something and touch on it.
Yes, and also we have role models. I am a role model. People, when those girls look at me, they're like, okay, if our CEO is a lawyer, it means I can. These are the small things which really inspire people.
Yeah.
Or even if she cannot afford to go to school, she's like, but if this girl stayed up to her age, it means I can also do that. So and they keep kuma.
So everyone can be a role model.
Yes, at any one point, if you have, what I say it in Luganda, good feet. Boba otambulide mikono mirungi. Yes, you can be a role model to so many, and you're a role model to so many people out there. You're also a role model, because girls look at you and they're like, if Rose is on TV, if she yes, I also want to be on TV. And what does it take? This and this and this.
If we would come to that. Okay, in this last few minutes that we actually are having, I want you to just tell us, I don't know, just give us a whole brief. I'm already emotional when it comes to girls. I just feel emotional.
Okay, yeah.
Give your hanky.
Shena.
Okay. So, about Girl Rescue Foundation, this is an organization. It's basically trying to fight child marriages. But again, all other cases, maybe rape cases, if you're depressed, if you're stressed about anything, if you cannot talk to your parents, because most people, personally, I hardly talk to my parents, but somehow they find out that there's something wrong with you.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're stressed about anything, if you're depressed, if you're out there, you're pregnant,
You need help.
pregnancy isn't a crime. You can give birth, you can go back to your normal and start life over again. If you're, especially,
the end of the world.
it's not the end of the world. And embrace the pregnancy. Don't try to abort or just feel away. Don't try to abort. Just embrace it. You made a mistake. Yes, it is a mistake, but you can come out of it. And you can always reach out to us. Our offices are always open 24/7.
Directions,
We are located in Natete, Makai. Makai, you can reach us on 0703 75 2209. We can pick you up from anywhere. Don't fear. Open up to us because we are young girls like most of you. So just open up to us. Tell us anything you're going through. We have counselors. We have role models.
You have
We
all
are
the
working.
help we
Yes,
need.
we are working with
Please
the local
repeat that
authorities. We are working with the courts. We are working with the police. We are working with KCCA. So we have a lot
Of
that we can
resources.
help you. Our number is 0703
Thank you.
75 2009. If you have a child akulemedde, it's understandable. Abaana abamu balemerera omuzadde.
Yeah.
Please come to us. We can talk to this kid. Ayinza okuba akutya buti. Naye nga ayagala okugala naye nga some of you are very tough.
Yeah.
Omuzadde n'abugolera omwana buli kaseera omwana agenda kutya.
N'amukuba.
Yes. Please come and reach out to us.
And it's all free of charge.
It's all free of
Free of charge.
Yeah.
Free
Thank
of
you
charge.
so much.
Anything you want, please. We shall be there for you. Personally, I will always be there for you.
Thank you so much.
When it comes to anything legal, you've been raped, I'll rape nkufiirako. If it is true, nkufiirako.
Depression ebisumbuwa
Depression, ebisumba. We have counselors.
Wow.
Yes, most girls are stressed. So please come reach out to
Sometimes
us.
I actually wish.
So
we
when
had
they
more
come down, who
time.
should they ask?
Anyone who is
Sarah?
there can help for the start to rehabilitate you, to calm you down. Then they can always come to us that
And
there
give
is a
the
victim
necessary
here. Come, because I'm not always at office. I have other things to do, looking out for the other girls,
Yeah.
trying to see that we
other
get
people
some
can
money.
help.
But that number
Yes.
you've given is yours?
Yes, it's mine.
Okay, now we shall dial that number by hook or crook. Anyway, sometimes I always wish that we have time because there are issues that we cannot really compress into a 30 minutes show. But the girl child, if you need help, I always tell you guys, help is everywhere. If you are depressional, you have depression, you're having anxiety, you're scared of facing life alone, please reach out. There are always people like Sarah, there are always organizations here to help you. So you've had that phone number, please reach out. Get the help. You'd rather go to us alive than dead. There is always this saying that says, I would rather listen to you rather than attend your funeral.
Yeah.
So if you need help, you've been raped, you don't know how to recover from this, reach out. Girl Rescue Foundation is here for you guys. It's here for you. But all in all, I don't want us to forget our mom holding. Thank you very much for giving us this nice, beautiful set. And for all your property issues, they have your solutions. Land, houses, Airbnb. It's just so amazing. And that's all the time we had here at Safe Space. Thank you very much, guys, for watching every other Saturday, 8 p.m. U24. Our YouTube channel, U24 still. Bye.